Hello guys, good evening. I'm excited to do this video. um, I understand some of our fellow students are having challenge installing the Anaconda IDE to be able to start coding uh, programs on Python. So I'm excited to run you through the process. I hope that the steps that I'm going to take will be well understood to enable you install the Anaconda on your machine. So sit tight and you'll enjoy this video. All right, so we have to get to the email that we received from the lecturer, Mr. Sunday Sacco. Go to your email, your inbox, locate the mail, you open that particular mail where you have the information that will lead us to the site, the Anaconda site, for us to start the download. Then first and foremost as well, you need to find out what machine you're using. Is it a Mac, is it a Windows, or Linux as described there? So if you're running on Windows, this link that I'm pointing to here, it's the link that you're going to point to, and just one click, because that's the link, and it will take you to sorry, I'm offline. Let me get online. So so I'm back online. I'm going to do a refresh. So my system is trying to display the site. Remember, we clicked on this link, the first link here, because I'm using a Windows machine, so Windows 10 precisely. Oops, my internet is not up yet. So please give me a few minutes. Sorry, should have done this before I started the video anyway. So let's just give it a little time. Okay, so I'm back online, clicked on that link, and this is the website showing the Anaconda website here that we can see. I hope we can see this part. So all you need to do is to scroll. You can scroll down on the right, scroll down, you'll see this tab called download here. You click on this download, it will take you to the end. So these are the various link. This is 64 bits installer for Windows. If you're using a Mac system, then you should be on this particular column here for Mac. If you're using a Linux, then you should be coming to this other third column. But since I'm running a Windows machine, so I'm going to be sticking to this particular column here. That's the Windows column. I have the ability to take either 64 bits or 32 bits installer. though I'm running a 64-bit Windows 10 Pro operating system here. I'm using a 64-bit Windows 10 operating system, so I have I can decide to take the 32-bit or the 64-bit. Either of them will run on my machine. So for practical sake, I'm going to take the 64-bit anyway. I'll click on that, and you have this download start. If I move my screen a little bit downward here, you'll discover that the Anaconda, it's downloading, right? So I have what's the size of the file? The size of the Anaconda exec file is 467 megabytes. Okay, then this is the estimated time it will take for the file to be downloaded to my system. Now, by default, this file is downloaded to a folder on my system that is called downloads, and we can find out here. If we go to plain screen, I go to this PC here, double click on this PC icon. If you look on this part, let me move this to the middle of the screen. This is where that file will be located. Exactly, this is the file here. It's been downloaded. I already have a copy here. This is a 32-bit version of it anyway. So once it finishes the download process, you have Anaconda 3-2020.07 Windows by 64 now, but this is 82 by x82, which means it's for a 32-bit operating system of Windows, either Windows 10 or Windows 8 or Windows 7, as the case may be. I think it's backward compatible, as it were. So when it finishes the download process, all you need to do is to double click on this. So permit me, while this one is downloading, let me use the 32-bit to do the installation, because I've already downloaded it here. So I'll double click on this. That's the exec file. .exe stands for execution, so the exec file, it's what I double clicked on. Then I have this installation, Anaconda installation wizard here. So welcome to Anaconda 3-2020.07 32-bit setup, right? So all I need to do, say it is recommended that you close all other applications before starting setup. This will make it possible to update relevant system files without having to reboot your computer. So you click next to continue. All right, so I'll just click next, and all these license agreements, you have all the time, you can go through it anyway, but it's necessary sometimes you have to go through it because you don't know what you're agreeing to. Okay, so but I'll just click on agree. Now we come to this next step on the setup wizard. Say install this for just me, recommended, all users, required admins privileges. This simply means if your system has more than one user, maybe you created a user for perhaps a younger one, or someone else to use to have an account on the computer, and the computer can have more than one account, several accounts. Okay, so if you say install for just me, it then means this particular user, that's where the Anaconda will be installed. Okay, if you say all users, it then means you must be an administrator, or you must have administrator's privileges to be able to install it on an administrator's account. So it will be available on the system on everybody's account. That's what this simply means. But this system I'm the only one using it, so I have only one account, so I don't need to check this. So I'll just go ahead and click next. Actually, this is recommended, so stick to what is there. Click on next. Now this is where the Anaconda will be stored. It will be stored in your local drive C users folder, the username, then the folder Anaconda will be created. Whatever it's going to be stored here, all the Anaconda files will be stored in this particular folder called Anaconda 3. Remember I was telling you about minimum system requirement. Now this, what I have here, the minimum required space in terms of hard disk is 2.3 gig. Available space that I have on my hard disk is 20 gig plus. Okay, so I have more than enough space for this Anaconda software, Anaconda IDE rather, to be installed on my system, so I'm good to go. I don't want to change anything here, leave it this way. However, you can change this if you want to. You can change it to be just user and this. Okay, you can leave it that way, but I would prefer let it be the way it was, this, because I know the path to what I am, where it will be located. I'm going to show you that, so I wouldn't want to mess up with this anyway, so I'll leave it that way. So warning, destination folder contains one space. This can cause problem with several Conda packages. Please consider removing the space. Okay, let's see, we have any space there? So good to go. So he's extracting the file. These, you can see the details here. These are the Anaconda files that are being extracted to the folder called Anaconda 3. I'll show you that as this is running, so that you can see the magic that is going on behind the scene. So we have users there, local drive C, we have users, then we have Nadum. Okay, then we have Anaconda 3. So let's look for the folder called Anaconda in this location here. Do we have that? Do we have that? So fine, I've found it. So this is Anaconda 3. So the files are being extracted here. Okay, for now we are seeing 5 items. By the time the process goes through, you'll discover that this number of files here will increase. So the library files and some other files are being extracted into this particular location. Okay, so these are the files that are being extracted to the Anaconda folder, right? So that's where the installation is going to keep all your Anaconda libraries and other stuffs that have to do with Anaconda. Okay, so the process is still ongoing. So it's going to take a little while, so I'll pause, and when it finishes I'll show you the next step. Okay, all right. I forgot, while the installation is still going on, let me show you something. In case you're running a 32-bit version and it's Windows 7, there is a workaround. If you're still having error, locate the Anaconda exec file, right click on it, it will open the properties window, and you right click on it, you go to properties here. Okay, move this up a little bit, you go to compatibility tab, and you select the compatibility tab, then you check, you come down a little bit, you see compatibility mode, you check this box here, run this program in compatible mode 4, you check this box, and when you check this box here, this combo this list box will be activated, so you can select either you're running Windows 8, you're running Windows 7, you're running Vista, as the case may be. All right, so you can select that. If you do that, you apply and you click OK, then you run the exec file again. In case you're still having that issue, right click on the Anaconda exec file. So sorry, my system is a little bit slow. You go to properties, you locate the compatibility tab, then you select this option here, run this program in compatibility mode 4. You check the box, you select either Windows 8 or Windows 7. Okay, then you apply. When you apply, then you click on OK. All right, got it? So let's go back to our installation. It's almost done. Okay, so permit me to cancel this, bring this to the 4. Okay. Okay, I was uninstalling this program anyway, so the installation, the process is still on. If you look at here, please wait while Anaconda 3 2020.07 32-bit version is being installed. Okay, so we'll give it a little time again. All right, installation is still going on. It's taking a longer while. Another thing I needed to point out, if you might be wondering how to know what bit version your machine is running on, so you can go to your desktop environment as you're seeing here. You locate this PC icon, you right click on this PC icon, then you go to properties, you click on properties. The file is still the Anaconda installation wizard is still extracting files to that particular location that I showed you earlier on. Okay, so this is the properties window of your system. So you can see here Windows Edition, Windows 10 Pro 2020, copyright Microsoft Corporation, all rights reserved, processor type Core i5, installed memory 8 gig, system type. Okay, so this is where you're going to know what version of operating system is running on your machine. So this is 64-bit operating system, x64 based processor. If it's a 32-bit operating system, you're going to see 32-bit operating system x86, but this is 64-bit, so it's x84 based processor. I hope that's clear. All right, so the installation is still going on. We have here preparing transaction, working, done. So in the next few minutes we'll be done with the installation. Okay, I guess we are done. We could see, I guess, where the other guy was having problem was somewhere around here. Yeah, extract history, creating Anaconda menus. Okay, so I didn't have any problem. It went all through, running post install, and I got to this point, which is completed. Remember, the whole of this place we are grayed out, so the next button is highlighted, so I'm going to click next. Okay, so I'm done with my installation here. Anaconda 3, Anaconda plus JetBrains, working with Python and Japati notebooks is a breeze with blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's it. I'll click on next. Okay, so I have here completing Anaconda 2020.7. okay, all right, so Anaconda in individual edition tutorial, you could leave this learn more about Anaconda. So if you click next, um, these two links will go and open the page where the content of whatever is here and whatever is here. So I don't need that, so I'm going to uncheck them. I click on finish. So I'm done with my installation. I'll go to my start button here, and I'm going to scroll down. And look here what we have. Anaconda 3 32-bit version new. Okay, I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'm going to click on this, or I click on this, the ID. So if I click on this, let's see what we have displayed on the screen. Okay, so this is the the command prompts, I guess, but initializing, all that. Okay, while that is going on, I'll still go to my start menu, go to Anaconda folder, and I click on spider. This is the ID. This is the ID of the Python interpreter. Okay, so I didn't have any problem in the installation process anyway. Okay, so let's give it okay, so the ID, the spider ID is coming up. That's the splash screen. This screen you're seeing here is called the splash screen. Okay, so let's hold on, let's see. Okay, so that first, thank you for installing Anaconda. Okay, can show this again. I just click OK. So okay, let me minimize this a little here. Okay, so that first option I took on the start menu in that folder gave me this. Okay, so if you scroll down here, you can see different IDs that you can use. This is the spider ID, which I prefer, the graphical the integrated development environment that I chose here. This is the spider. So it's either you come through this way, or you click on your start button, you go to the Anaconda folder if you're using Windows 10, and you click on spider. Okay, so either ways you still have the same. So this is, I'm going to resize my window a little here so that we can see I can have a full view. Sorry about that. Also going to, sorry, let me resize this a little bit again so that it contains okay, good. Okay, so this is the ID. This is ID. So if you remember the example he gave, say y is assigned the value 3 and x is assigned the value 6. You say print. Okay, let's take note of the alignment here. Okay, so I'm having issues with my keyboard, so permit me to use this. I want to get this I want to get the brackets good. So I'll come down here again and I'll say print y plus x. I can do this and I click on run. Okay, console mode, I'll just say run. Okay, so this is the result here. What do we have here? 9. Y plus x will give us what? 9. That's 3 plus 6 will give us 9. You can add a text if you want to, like he also showed in that example. Okay, so you add this, okay, and you add this and you move your cursor. The result equals y plus that, and you run your program again. Okay, invalid. Let's see. Okay, I used the wrong let's see where that error is coming from. Okay, go back to my parentheses. Okay, pick this. I pick this. Let's see. Let's close up and see if we are good to go. Okay. Okay, I'll click on run again. Okay, I still have the error there. Okay, let me add a comma and see if I'm good to go. Okay, so that's the result. So we have this. Okay, so this is the integrated developers environment or development environment. Okay, I think it should be development environment. IDE should stand for integrated development environment. Okay, so this is a graphical user interface that will help you spot errors. Okay, if you're running this on the command prompt, these colors that you're seeing here may not be there. Okay, so I guess that's pretty all that is to this. So let's try running this from the command prompt. So I'll click on this. I'll go to I'll do run. Go to CMD. Okay. I'm going to change directory to C. Change directory to first and foremost, let's go back to where the Anaconda was stored. So go to your local drive C. You go to user. I know the path. Go to this. Then I go to Anaconda 3. Okay, so this is the location. This is the path to where the Python interpreter is located. So let's go to okay, so if we don't want to use the IDE, which is this, and we want to run it from the command prompt, we can go to our start menu. This for Windows 10. I locate my Anaconda folder here. Now I have two options. I have Anaconda PowerShell prompt. I have Anaconda prompt. Okay, I can choose either of it and I'll still be good to go. So this is the Anaconda PowerShell, which is more powerful than I guess the other one, just Anaconda prompt. Anyway, so you have to change directory. If you remember where the Anaconda was extracted and installed, if we go back to this PC, go to local drive C. Okay, the first step is sorry, my system is a little bit slow. Local drive C. Okay, if we click on local drive C here, or let's just go through the whole process. Let's see. Oh, my system is a little bit slow. Close this. So we open the file explorer folder. System is a little bit slow, or we go through this way. We can say this PC on the desktop here, this PC here, we double click on this icon, it's going to open this PC window. Okay, it's taking a little while, sorry for that. Just want to show you the path to the Anaconda folder on command prompt. Okay, so what we have here, it's C users folder, Nadum Pome folder. Okay, then we have to change directory to that Anaconda folder. So we type CD. CD stands for change directory. Okay, and I know the name of the folder. So the name of the folder, the way it is spelled, is small letter A-N-A, Anaconda, then 3. So I'll just press enter. Okay, so I have changed the directory now from the folder Nadu Pomwe to Anaconda 3. Then I can now type Python. Okay, I press enter. Okay, so I can start my coding here now. All right, y is assigned 3, x is assigned 6, then the print statement or print function, print statement. I'm going to use my on-screen keyboard because I'm having issues with my keyboard. So I'll say y plus x and I press enter. The result there is showing what as what? 9, right? Okay, we can do print go to my on-screen keyboard again, and I do this, I do this, I do this, then I can close my brackets and I minimize this. So I move my insertion pointer. I'll say result equals, I'm going to place my comma there, x plus y, right? X plus y rather, not x plus y, or y plus x. Okay, press my enter. Are we seeing it? So it's as simple as ABC. Result is result equals 9. So it's either you use the command prompt. Okay, this is this is users folder, this is Nadum Pomes folder, then this is the Anaconda 3. So this is the path. Look at this: C users, Nadum Pomwe, Anaconda. It must be this way. It must be this way when you're changing directory, else you will not be able to change directory to that particular folder. So we have C users Nadung Pomwe, change directory to Anaconda 3. So I've done that. So we have users C users Nadung Pomwe Anaconda. Then I typed Python as a word, then it took me to the interpreter immediately. So I pray and I hope this video helps you to be able to start coding on coding in Python. Thank you.